Hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning on the East Coast. This is ITSL organised by Baskmax Luis. Silver Playoffs, I'm playing Wojciech, Ultima Tulinka. He's USSR, I'm USA plus 2. A couple of factors, his win rate's slightly lower as USSR, but also I've been playing really badly as USA recently. I guess I have not played it as much as USSR, and I need to start getting into some of the good habits that American players have, like, knowing D-Style is coming to expand into areas of the mid-war map sooner rather than later, etc., etc. So it's part challenge, try and sharpen up my USA skills, and part selecting the side I think is more likely to win, but we'll see. More for me if not. 50-minute delay on the stream, so thank you for those tuning in around 13 minutes past 3 who tune in for the whole thing. Drop me a line in the chat, I will see it. And we will get kicking off, I guess, because there's no reason to dilly-dally. It's a 60-minute game, even though we've got the 90-minute clock. US plus 2 optionals. Fine. Let's do it. Drop in and say hello. So Wojciech was in the Poland division, which was very fiercely competed with, obviously. And I had the pleasure of meeting Wojciech, actually, when we were at the Worlds in Greece in 2019. We didn't get to play. We both played 8 games, and none of them were against one another. But we were at the same event, so that's kind of cool. I don't think we've actually played before, or at least, let's have a quick look. No, never played before, that's fine. Okay. Looks like our headline card is Middle East scoring, and at least we know France can't be attacked. In fact, Europe can't be attacked at all with these 3. So we go 4-4-2. Which is fine. We're going to headline Middle East scoring. And we'll plug the rest of the cards into my tracker. We've got 3 red nightmares in Europe, and we don't have Decal or D-Star, which is a shame. We're getting purged just for good measure. Holy smoke. Right. Well. That's always fun. Let's see the quality of their opening coup. They're not worried about their hand size. And a nice 4-op to start. Oh, we got the good one. Thank goodness for small favours. So we will... I think we'll put something to space. The question is which one. We've got to trigger Suez before de Gaulle. Let's space socialist governments and try and get the 2 starred ones out. We get off to space as well, which is nice. We're going to try and cash some points before we get run over. We've got to hold nuclear test ban for getting de-styled. Blockaded. But we'll just try and weather the storm here. Tap West Germany. Spread around Asia. Fine. We'll pop 1 in Egypt. And 1 in Malaysia. Lose Suez. And with Middle East scoring gone, we might get coup counter coup on Egypt. We might not. We want to event de Gaulle as late as possible into the turn. h5. Okay. We will event Indo-Pakistani war, even though it becomes a coup target. Man, it's all coming our way. So now they're going to have to coup on Pakistan or use the China card. This is not an unpleasant start to the game, considering we're purged. You know, it's going influence. Let's just see what a one-op coup does on Pakistan. Not a great deal. But we can't move into Thailand. So we don't have a lot of options. Let's overprotect Let's move back into Israel. That's bad for Arab-Israeli war, but we want to try and make sure we don't get cleared out of that side of the Middle East. Nice to get the China card. So if we don't get blockaded, AR5, we event de Gaulle and put 2 into France and hope they don't have a 4-op card to finish the turn. If we don't get blockaded, we can keep DEFCON down. Oh no, okay, here comes the coup. Great. So we'll event de Gaulle and put 2 into France. And if we get blockaded, we lose nuclear test ban. If we're not blockaded, we can use nuclear test ban and take France. Well, we survived the purge that turn by virtue of all of the coups being awful, right? Was 3 the best? It was. Their average die roll on coups was a 2. Okay, so we can... Let's dominate Europe and put them to the sword there. Unfortunately, we got Asia scoring. If we get blockaded, we have to give up D-style. But they're going to have to take the opening coup, which means we can take Thailand and we can choose when to drop Asia scoring. So if we do that, what's our play? Headline 5-year plan feels bad. But headline captured Nazi feels worse, although we'll get 2 cracks at space in that case. With at least a couple of cards with comfortable spacing. So maybe as boring as it is, captured Nazi is an adequate headline here. Worst case scenario, 5-year plan, we don't have Fidel. So CIA is still free for them to throw. So if we pull it and it triggers, it's crap. And if we don't pull it, he can still get it away easy. So 5E is just not good here, right? Best case scenario, it pulls blockade or decol. Because duck and cover doesn't do a lot for us. No, I event capture Nazi and I keep the op spare. Great. Europe scoring drops. Nice with defectors gone. So now let's try and get Asia away without domination. So will there be a duck and cover coup here? Yeah. Banks and Millops. Okay, so knowing Indo-Pakistani war's gone, we can take India, which is a high margin gambit. So they have to take Burma now. Yeah. Getting CIA out the deck is, of course, very savvy. And they also have decol. And NORAD. So we want to get the UK re-established before special relationship. Great, didn't go Burma. We've got enough ops. Oh, we have to use the China card if we do that. Let's do that and let them play special relationship first. They, of course, did the right thing, because if we were holding Fidel and we used 5-year plan, we could DEFCON suicide them. No blockade, so we can hold D-style. We'll do Vietnam Revolts AR6 and we'll try spacing Arab-Israeli war. Here comes decol. We just give them Romanian abdication for now, which may put us in a tight spot later on. But just retaking Thailand is fine for now. I'm looking to space Arab-Israeli war. Drop Asia for 0. Can we get away with it here? No. So we are going to have to give back the China card. Which we will do reluctantly. At least it covers India against the worst depredations of Indo-Pakistani war. So hopefully they'll take Zaire here, rather than do anything in Asia. Although there's not... 3 ops into Vietnam flips domination. That's a hell of a soul read. So we ironically won't be getting off to space either. Because we have to do something about the Middle East too. So we drop Asia for nothing. For one, sorry. One. Yeah. Oh boy. And are they going to space NORAD or Marshall Plan, or are they going to take a punt? They're going to space it. And they get away. So going to be down to 11 going into. So we will pop one in Thailand and level up Egypt in case of a Middle East scoring headline where we're holding NASA. Asia redominates. Can't do everything. What's the alternative? There's no way of getting presence in the Middle East another way. Okay. What scoring card comes back is the question. Middle East. And we're holding NASA. Perfect. So we can headline, duck and cover. Or we can headline Middle East scoring. Those are our two options. Right. We got blockade in NASA. They got Korean War. We got East European unrest. They're holding Truman Doctrine. And Olympic Games and Warsaw Pact and Korean War. So I think they're holding Warsaw, Marshall, Korean, Olympic and Truman. And we're holding Arab Israel, Fidel, D-Style. And we got Middle East and DNC back in the headline. We've got enough ops to race on Middle East scoring. So let's headline, duck and cover. Get 3 more VP. Going for the big 5 or 6. And we know they've got their mill ops, so now we can use Arab-Israeli war. Misses. That's good for us. Let's see if they drop Asia scoring. I'd expect to see one in Iraq here. We'll go 3 Israel, Arab Israel, 3 Israel, and then 2 ops into Libya. Probably. Let's see, 1 in Iraq? Yeah. Okay. We can go into Israel with Arab-Israeli war as well. So now they have to play 3 into Saudi. And we're going to try and space away Fidel. Three into Saudi? Yeah. We'll take the big old gamble on Arab-Israeli war. No 6, please. No 6. A 5. So gross. So gross. Oh, man. Sometimes when you're riding high, you are riding high. So I'm guessing they're not holding Asia scoring. So we'll try and drop Middle East scoring for non-dom. Space Fidel, blockade away D-Style, and accept the NASA trigger after Middle East scoring has dropped. Yeah, pressing sensible, obviously. But we'll blockade away D style. And put it right. They've still got Marshall Plan and Korean War. So we're likely to lose the race. But even giving up Middle East for domination, as long as we can correct Asia, which we can with eventing or playing US-Japan. So I expect a tap here. Yep. We'll get a space. And we get there. When it's going well for you, it truly goes well for you. And now we'll accept Middle East domination. Yeah, level up Europe. So overprotect, 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 get things fixed again, and then we'll go 1 Finland, 1 Austria. Ahead of Truman Doctrine. We eat 3 points of Middle East scoring. And if they event Truman, we can now take Finland. So where are we at? It'll be about +11 in mid-war, going into the mid-war phase. They've got some expansion into Africa, but none into the Americas, which is good. And we've got a decent VP lead. Asia scoring could put a big hole in that. So that's challenging. But US, Japan, or a few ops into Asia can help level up there, which we should be looking to accelerate at some point. I think my op will go into Costa Rica in case of an opening coup on Panama. They're holding Truman and one other card. Truman is the obvious option. And we'll clear out Finland. And then we'll Nasser into Costa Rica. Alright, roll on mid-war. Let's have all the good cards, please. So, with Duck and Cover gone, Missile Envy is eventable. We got Decol, which is nice. We've got NORAD, Willies, Playable, Yasuri. Fine, so this is our crop of things we're quite happy spacing. And we've still got 10 or so clean ops to play, which is alright. Yeah. Add the mid-war cards. So we've got Muzzy, Rev, Lib, The, Willy, Porchi. And then in the neutrals we've got 1 and Envy. And in the blue column, Yasuri. I think now's a good time for Missile Envy. Worst case scenario, we get something like Arms Race. But best case scenario, we get US, Japan, and level up Asia in the headline phase. Or we get ABM, Nuclear Test Ban, which boosts DEFCON. That's slightly problematic. Or Flower Power and Wheelberry, which we can use. So Missile Envy with Duck and Cover gone is a great headline option. And curtails their options in headline and AR1. So let's do that. They're going to give themselves an ops boost all game. What are you giving us? Give us Flower Power. Ooh, that wouldn't be too shabby. Nuclear test ban's probably the worst. But then we can race DEFCON down if we need to. US-Japan's great because it levels up Asia. Perfect. Okay. That's actually a decent result for us, even though they still get the coup off. Okay. So we respond. We can use Willy, give up the VP. That's fine. And also our haste to play might suggest that they think we don't have liberation theology. Let's see if they salt D-style. It's always a popular gambit. Flipping Angola is probably next on their radar. And in fact, holding Liberation Theology, I probably should have protected Angola first. That was an oversight on my part. Four ops coming. Flip Angola? Oh no, just spread influence around. Clever. Well, we will accept the Africa domination, which we can't do a lot about, and coup on Colombia. And we coup nice and big. Now, if they drop Africa domination, we take Venezuela. They do. Well, they move into Nigeria, I guess. Yeah, fine. Okay, so with Fidel gone, actually, let's first take Cuba. They still need a very high-tension coup on Colombia. And we've got ops to spare. Largely because I'm actually prepared to play Muslim Revolution for the ops and sacrifice Egypt ahead of Sadat coming out. So we'll go 1 Guatemala, 2 Colombia here with Yasuri if they fail to successfully coup Colombia. No, they drop Central America now, which works in our favour. So we will instead pop 2 in Venezuela and another 1 in Angola. We'll be spacing Decol, and then we do get an opportunity to try and space Muslim Rev if they don't get to their space spot first. So here comes a coup. Colombia. Big. We'll still go off to space, because we want to try and space Muslim Rev as well. Nice not to get double purged. So they may be looking to realign here at +1. If they tap Venezuela, we probably use Muslim Revolution and accept the damage that does in the Middle East. Let's see. Does tap. Ooh, of course, double taps, yeah. With Formosa. We don't have the China card, so that's an opportunity for us to dominate Asia. Which we won't take just yet. We're going to give up on the Middle East temporarily, while making sure our stock is decent in South America. So we'll be looking to get Junta here, or ABM, because Brazil's definitely the prime target. We are headline peaking as well, which is handy. So we'll get punted out of Egypt and Libya here. That kind of sucks. They're 5-year awaying something for extra measures. Woo! Oh, you sly dog. Nicely done. Well, look, they're going to have to coup Brazil anyway on their starting turn, so let's just shore up Portuguese Empire and walk to Uruguay. And see if we can ask not away a bunch of nasty scorers. Alright, so we ended up with Junta, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can go into Taiwan or event shuttle diplomacy to get Asia Dom and Europe Dom and possibly end the game. Right? So let's see what they headline. But it seems like we could go Argentina, coup Brazil, dominate Europe, dominate Asia, and try and run the game into the ground. So socialist governments isn't good for us, holding Europe scoring. And we've got two options. We can defect it and let them take an opening coup on Brazil, which would be damaging, very damaging. We can event shuttle diplomacy and cash Asia and repay Europe and go for that before they do a lot of horrors in South America. What do we think if we're racing? If they're holding Africa scoring, my eagerness to get there when I could just be steadying the ship could end up putting me in the hole. OAS as well is nice. Okay, so what's the... They can tap West Germany and France or remove us from Greece to try and press for domination. I still like Hunter, I think. They don't know we're holding Europe and Asia. Dropping DEFCON just looks like dropping DEFCON. So let's do that. Italy's safe. And if they want to start ops warring, we've got several piles of clean ops to do it with. Alright, nice big coup on Brazil here. Let's be lucky. We are not lucky. That is a shame. It was a gamble. So I expect to see Phil Brazil here. And we'll go France, West Germany, UK, Canada to flip Dom. That just look... I'm hoping that looks like we're just repairing it. But he should be smarter than that. Hesitating a long time in the headline phase probably didn't help my case there. But let's see. Smartly done. So I'll threaten to dominate in another area. And let's see if I can just get him to get a bit confused about what direction I'm heading. We've still got time to use OAS to tap Brazil. Although I suppose playing in Uruguay and threatening the double realign is better. Just trying to leave him guessing here. So I'm hoping he's thinking, could he possibly be holding Europe and Asia? He thought a lot about Europe and socialist government, so he's probably holding Europe scoring. What are the chances of him holding Asia scoring as well, and is he not just playing into Taiwan because Formosa's live? So I'm hoping he'll go something like the realign on Venezuela now. Although, if he doesn't go for the realign on Venezuela, we can always go Uruguay, and we could event OAS and tap Brazil and put one in Uruguay to threaten our own realignments. He's going to have to invest the China card to do some sort of damage in Asia. So let's see what comes out of the wash here. Phew, always thinking. It's a smart cookie. What do we think? We can afford to slowly tighten the screw there. Although we could just drop Asia for 0 and Europe for 1 and try and continue. Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't run the maths. Let's drop Europe scoring. I made a hash of this. Should have dropped Asia scoring for 0 there. That's my mistake. So now let's event OAS, go Uruguay, Brazil. And AR6 will tap India with a mitt reluctantly and try and avoid domination there. Whoa. Tank that. Should have dropped Asia for 0 rather than getting greedy on India. My bad. Oh well. Lessons learned. Still not playing US as well as I could. We've still got headline peaking. And we might be able to... maybe we event Asia Dom. Ooh, 5 points. 5 points. Now we know lone gunman's in the mix. Omitting is less attractive. So let's tap India and see what they want to finish with. Although with Voice of America gone, we're hoping they've got something like grain sales, bear trap, etc. Nope, we're getting dommed. Rookie error by me. For shame, for shame, for shame. Lessons learned, lessons learned. That's cost me. Okay, so we got grain, we got ABM, we got a disgusting hand here. Absolutely disgusting hand. Unjust to be dealt so well after making such a hash of that turn. Only Brush War could make it better, eh? Jeez, this hand's crazy. So grain sales is the headline, as it usually is. And we can take the coup, and we've got ABM treaty to come. So let's coup Brazil first. So sick. So sick. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, it's crazy. Crazy run good. Okay. Argentina? That's reasonable. So what do we like? I think right now I prefer... Let's tap Argentina for now. Because we can ABM coup Zaire next to level up Africa. But if they drop Africa Dom, we can do something in Argentina. We can do an intervention out Liberation Theology and clear that out of our hand, because now we can't space it. Real shame I hashed up Asia. That could have been the difference. I don't know what's more attractive now. I'm going to use Cuban Missile Crisis to flip Zaire, knowing our ABM treaty in as a backstop. If I can overprotect Zaire and Angola... Oh, self-trapping. Oh. I can't quite get there in Asia. With Africa and South America to go, I guess one of the options is use the China card and accept Asia domination, the hope of... Oh no, because I'm not going to get to final scoring in time. I have to be circumspect on the board. Well, I can steal the China back with Nixon. So maybe I go 4 into Zaire, see what happens with the getting out the trap. I can ABM Argentina if successful, and still coup up and down Africa if I need to. Straight out of the trap. We'll go Uruguay and 1 into Zimbabwe. If they don't drop a scoring card, we'll coup Argentina. We're looking to event the remaining cards. We definitely want to event John Paul, even though Warsaw Pact wasn't triggered. So getting quagged here is about the worst thing that can happen to us. Puppet governments going off to space is less of a concern. So now let's ABM Argentina. 4, 5, 6, please. 2 is not enough. They'll be able to repair that. We'll event Camp David and John Paul, and we can always use Nixon to steal the China card back if we need to. Oh, here comes Sadat. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now we'll give up the China card and take Argentina. And we'll event John Paul and look to event Camp David before Arab-Israeli war returns. Although, if we coup with Camp David, we'll get domination. Okay, sorry. If we coup Cameroon successfully, that's the caveat with Camp David, we get domination in Africa and we're still headline peaking. Oh, hello. Savvy. Okay, so we instead use Camp David to realign. Oh, that didn't go well. That's a crying shame. And we got a fistful of red cards. Oh man, this is not nice. So they're holding South America scoring. And salt. And we will bury you. Man, I think I've played quite poorly. I see a lot of problems. Ooh. Okay, we're going to event John Paul. Because that's about as good as we can do. Now, South African unrest is good, but they're still going to be wanting to coup on South America, given the fact they're holding South America scoring. We're looking to space Quagmire, which means giving up OPEC for 3 VP currently. And also playing Che at some point. Nasty. Blech. And they're holding We Will Bury You, You Two, Salt, How I Learned, Panama, and South America. Big coup. Yep. Oh dear. Another one in Poland, I guess, with arms race. So coup Uruguay is the next best thing for them, I guess. Yeah, deal with Europe. Yeah, I think we're resigning ourselves to dropping Africa, so now's as good a time as any. But we're looking to score South America for Dom, which means playing Che as late in the turn as possible. OPEC, what I might do is tap Iran and play one into Egypt, because that also briefly levels domination in the Middle East, as well as dropping OPEC by a VP. Oh boy. So they're holding How I Learned, Panama, Salt, and South America. So unless they're holding 5-year plan, they've got a problem in South America. And they're looking to do something about it now. We still have another turn, so let's tap Iran and put one into Egypt. So Defectors was one of their unknown cards. They're holding one other unknown card. So next they'll go Bolivia. And we can tap Cuba, Chile. Yeah. So now we just try and stay ahead of them. So tap Chile, and then we can move into Peru. And then we've got a spear realign potential on Chile if it comes to that. Although they may move into Peru first. Because, of course, yeah, that levels stuff up fairly nicely. Right, so we can either take a chancy coup on Colombia, needing 50-50, or we can just use Cambridge 5 to tap Chile. That'll do for now, I suppose. Keep the tempo up. We show out of scoring cards doing that. They're holding Panama Canal, South America scoring, and one other card. Are they going to use the China card, I guess? That's what they're asking. Do I have to use the China card to make sure I don't get dominated? Yep. Okay. We'll space Quagmire. We can't beat South America. NASA finally fails. Intriguing. And they will drop South America scoring for a single VP. Nicely done. We have to play Che. So let's event it first and see where he splashes around with it. Uruguay. Good. The important one failed. Africa's in a big bad way. To get our mill ops and to get domination in a region, we're going to coup Nicaragua. But we have to do something about Asia, especially because of that. Well, we can arsenal it away at least. That's good. Plus we have Junta and tear down this wall and Cal. This is another ridiculously stacked hand. Again, massively undeserving. But sometimes when it's going your way, there's absolutely nothing the other person can do, right? So we can try spacing D-style and UN interventioning D-call if we don't want to event. Okay, so we'll start with Cal, I think. Because they can then raise and lower DEFCON. Oh yeah, that card. Cool. Alright, if we event Soviet shoot down Cal, what we can do is put one in Venezuela and double tap East Germany ahead of playing tear down this wall. And we still have Junta. Oh no, Cal does not. All the more reason for me checking. Cal does not allow me to place influence. So we've got options here. We'll go Junta, see if they keep DEFCON high, and then we can do something else, I think. But there's going to be some contest over Panama and Central America generally. We'll keep you an intervention when we discard our snot, in case we draw Ortega. Still went for the coup. So liberation theology is the only thing we fear. And with Central America going on, we'll be risk averse, so we'll coup this way. Looking for a big 6 though. A 4, alas. What we don't want to do is in a situation where liberation theology takes Mexico and Panama and dominates. Oh, hello. There we go. Comme ça. So we'll go 1 Mexico, 1 Venezuela, and we'll tap Poland. And let's see if they're going to start trying to cause trouble in Central America while I cause trouble in Europe. Need to get into Libya. This could be a game of scoring card chicken. Ooh, youch. It looks suspicious if I don't tap Asia at all. Let's do that, and if they refill Asia, we can still Ask Not it, and we've still got a decent Ask Not selection. If they don't tap Asia, we've got a lot of other things we can do. Okay. Choices. No, let's Ask Not away all the bad cards, and let's not draw Lone Gunman and Ortega. Great. One small step. So we'll be headline peeking a little longer. VOA, Yuri, Soggav, and we can space Soggav if we want to try and... The Iranian hostage crisis is rather poor for us. Okay. Boy, oi, oi. What do I want to do first? I think I want to hold you an intervention. So I'm going to space socialist governments, which fails. Cannot for the life of me get anything off at the moment, and we might actually stop headline peeking at this point. Oh! What's the pull? That's not great. That's terrible. Great work. Well, that was savvy play. Unlike me. Please miss. So no peeking either. Whoosh! It's getting worse and worse. Thank goodness we've got a wee scoring buffer, because I've absolutely been shafting up this game. Holy smoke. Looking for points. Missing. That's a shame for them. Wheel event tear down this wall at this point. Let's have a quick look at some of the realignment options. 60% of the time we get stuff out there. 60% of the time we get stuff out there. That's a gamble too far. So let's now start with Benelux. And Portugal. Perfect. AR7, have you got Central America or Europe scoring? You're holding one card that's not Panama. We're going to hold the China card against Ortega and Lone Gunman. 5 years it away. Nicely done. So 1 into Panama and 2 into West Germany? East Germany? West Germany? East Germany. Yeah. We pass. Let's see if we can get this game put in the books. I've got War Games, but I do not have the VP yet. But I've got Aldrich, and they don't. So Grain Sales, Brush War, try and get some points, get over the top. What a mess I've made of this game. I've been blessed by the deck, certainly. Fidel is currently unplayable. We headline Grain Sales. Ooh, we get purged. Nice time to be purged. Southeast Asia scoring. We cash. Do we? No, we don't. We take a coup. A one-op coup on Angola to try and get control. So anything higher than a 3, please. Ha! Right, we've got Brush War. Iran-Iraq's not likely to trigger, unfortunately. It's a 6 either side. But if we can get Brush away and they do reluctantly ditch Southeast Asia scoring. Oh, curses. So where's our best Brush War? Panama at 50-50 for Central America control. Success. That's a blessing. That's 4. We will dominate Europe comfortably. We may try and hold War Games. This has been a very ridiculous game for my deals. That's not going to do anything anytime soon. So where are we at? We'll take a coup on Cameroon to try and avoid being realigned. Didn't do a great job. Boy, this is hairy. If they're not holding either of the other scoring cards, we're not likely to get there. And of course, if they space, we don't. So War Games might not be a way we're winning here. May need to rely on good old-fashioned final scoring. Oh well, it's been an undeserving game from my point of view. I've been rewarded with a deck that's been on my side and really haven't deserved it. So we'll put Summit back into Cuba. We'll take the ops disadvantage. Gonna jam it. Lots of jamming. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll give the China card up. Because we want to keep pressure on. That's... well, we could hold Fidel in case of Ortegaing. Although I suppose what we want to do is... I don't know. I don't know if that was good. I guess it all depends. I'm fine to some extent giving up the China card at this point on turn 9 with Cultural Revolution still about. Because we'd look like real mugs if we lost the China card without actually using it. Okay, we're going to use War Games. Not happy about it. But if you're holding Central America scoring, I look like a genius. And you've managed to dodge War Games, so kudos there. Oh, okay, well. I got the points, but I didn't get War Games. I can use Order James to lose Lone Gunman. So we will event Iran-Iraq War. Will we? No. We're going to use Iran-Iraq War to coup Saharan states and try and get domination in Africa. Oh man, I can't coup for Toffee. Okay, well I got lucky with the scoring cards. We can Aldrich away Lone Gunman at the end of the game. Glasnost is a 2VP ABM if they don't headline the Reformer first. And I can use Yusuri to steal the China card back. So lots to do. Let's just try and come out unscathed. Right, that's the most I can do. Lads, Evil Empire. Glasnost. Shuttle Dip. Puppet Yusuri. Yeah, we're gonna headline Yusuri and steal the China card. Marine Barracks cause some trouble in the Middle East. 2 out of Egypt. Arab-Israeli War is the nicest gambit there. That creates a real hole in my heart. Gets a coup off, that's fine. Nicely done by them. Guessing the Reformer isn't in. Let's give the China card straight back up and go 1 to cover Zaire, 2, 3, 4 before cultural diplomacy. And if we don't see the Reformer, we can do a sneaky ABM. So we can repair the Middle East. We're ahead in Africa, South America, Central America, and Europe, and behind in Asia. So should win in final scoring. Should have won sooner, but man, I've made a absolute pig's ear of this game. He'll be cursing his bad luck. And rightly so. I mean, this was... Since getting that stupid domination in Asia, I've had an absolute mare. And he's deserved better. Okay. We repair that. And we can repair it with 2 ops rather than 3. So we're ahead on ops advantage. Ah, crap. So now we have to space Glasnost. But that's not necessarily a bad thing if we can get off to space quickly. I tell you, he's always been a step ahead of me. Always, the whole game, a step ahead, and I've just been inundated with good fortune. Some good trouble causing going on here. Got Aldrich AR7 to do something about that there. Let's counter coup. We need our mill ops. Space Glasnost, AR7, Aldrich aims away something. Woof! Here come the big realigns. Oh, good start. There it is. Another crack at Cuba. Go big on Zaire. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's have a quick look at the scoring position, because I'm starting to make a hash of this. 9-0. Up by 2 there. And 2 there. And 5 there. Okay, we're alright for now. We're going to space Glasnost and see what he does AR7. Don't get to space. Okay. 2 into South Africa for domination. Yeah, okay. So that's what that is. So the current score position is 6, 9, 13, 14 with the China card, minus 5 is 9. 2 and 2, yeah. So they can't win. It's just how I score the most points from here on out. And it's 2 into Cuba, 1 into Israel. Is a 3VP. Swing, yeah? So that would make it, I'm on 10. 15, 18, 20, minus 1, 19, 6, 13, 0, 13, 4, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, despite my regular farting up, I got there. I got over the line in final. But holy smoke, I didn't do it the easy way, did I? Thanks for watching. Please do comment on all the missteps, even if I commented on them as well. I've made plenty of mistakes there and still come out unscathed. So when you're unwell, you're unwell. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on Tuesday for a World Cup game against Spain. Jimmy, Beatty, and I, and possibly Shez, are playing Pedro. Should be a fun one. That's 8 o'clock UK time, 9 Europe, 3 Eastern time on Tuesday, the 4th. So I'll see you then. Thanks a lot.